हाँ
Okay, good afternoon. I am audible? Dr. Rathi?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon. We will start the session. I also request participant, I am just putting one link in the chat box. That is YouTube link. You can share those people who are not able to join. They can join later on, or even they can join with live streaming session. I also request Dr. Rathi, you are co-host, so you can admit the participant in between whenever you can see.
Sure.
Okay. So today we are going to discuss about ICMR PG thesis proposal funding opportunity. Myself, Dr. Neeraj Pandit and Dr. Suresh Rathi, we will take a small session around 40-45 minutes. And at the end, we will take a few questions. If you have any question, all are requested to put a question in the chat box, so we can able to answer timely. Still your question, you can email later on. So our session will go through like this. We will start first, we'll understand the ICMR, DHR-ICMR-PG thesis. What is it? Then procedure to apply, various documentation, timeline. I will take this part, and later on proposal writing and various component of the synopsis will be covered by Dr. Suresh Rathi. So I have seen there are more than 190 registration in this particular sessions, and people shown interest in this particular, that is MD, MS, DM, MCh, MDS thesis support program by DHR. Department of Health Research is an apex body in India who is promoting, supporting medical and dental related research, and they have started this funding from the undergraduate student only. That is short-term studentship project, STS, for undergraduate student, and this next is a MDMS thesis. The purpose of this MDMS thesis support program is to support and encourage medical and dental college students pursuing postgraduate courses to do the good quality research. You know, all the MDS, MD, MS student need to do one research dissertation. So this dissertation supported by the ICMR, if you apply and if you are selected, you will get the funding. And the purpose is to encourage good quality research. Second, to improve the visibility and dissemination of the research work to the larger audience. So this is very important. Everybody is doing the thesis. Everybody is doing the dissertation. But after completing MD, they forget to publish. So the ICMR has a key interest. Thesis, good quality thesis should be funded and followed by they should be published in good quality journal. So these are the two objectives for the MD, MS, DM, MCh, DNB and MDS thesis. So this is not only for just MD, MS, MDS, but DNB student can also apply. DM and MCh can also apply in this particular window. So this is for all of them. Eligibility. Eligibility criteria is medical dental graduate who are admitted in postgraduate courses in medical dental institute colleges in India recognized by NMC, DCI, National Board of Examination, NBE. So these all are eligible. Candidate should apply within 1 year of PG admission joining. You have to apply this particular funding within first year. So this need to be keep in mind. Every year, every 6 months, this invite is coming. Currently, that is the 31st May is the last date. So first year student who are recently joined, they can apply. The result will out by this July, August maximum. Again, the window will open in the month of November. So first year student can apply 2 times in a year. So you have a chance within 1 year to apply for this. If you are not able to get through in the first year, first 6 months, you can apply second time in second. One of my student got similar way in the second opportunity and selected for the ICMR thesis. So your thesis quality, you need to improve and you need to submit. Applicant must be an Indian citizen. This is very important. Indian citizen can apply. And upper age limit. See, here is they have clearly mentioned upper age limit is 45 years. As on the last date of application, when you are applying, you have your upper limit age limit should be not more than 45 years. So age limit also very important criteria. Now the next is the number of students to get the duration. Limited to 1% of the total medical PG seat in the country. Approximately, they are assuming that 400 seats per year. That means 200 in first 6 months. That is a June, May, June area. And second is a November, December. So 400 thesis they are going to fund during 1 year. Out of total seats for every batch, there will be 80% seats for the medical, MD, MS, MCh, DNB, DrNB, and 20% for the dental PG, that is MTS. So ratio is 80 to 20. Time duration. See, this is very important. You have to finish whole process 3 years from the date of issue of award letter. So if you get an award letter in this particular session, you are applying in the month of the May, your result will come in the July or August. So that means August 2025 is your award letter date. Then you have to finish August 2026 is 1 year. August 27 is the second year. August 28 is the third year. So August 28, you have to finish this whole project. You are going to finish, but part is very important. Second part is a publication. We will see how they are awarding the application. Now, what is the process of application? See, process of application is routed through and forwarded through the guide and competent authority, dean, medical college, principal, dental college, whosoever the head. But the process is fully online. No hard copy. Keep in mind, there is a no hard copy. They are not accepting any hard copy at the ICMR level. So you have to apply whole thing through online process, and this process is very important, and we will see live session of applying online. This is very important part of this particular sensitization program. Student is required to register and submit the application form and research concept note online as per the call, which will be evaluated by the expert reviewer. So 31st May is the last date for this call. After application close, they will send this your protocol synopsis for the review to experts. An expert will evaluate and give the some ranking. So this, based on this, they will select 200 for this 6 months and the November, December of this particular year. Application for the financial assistance should include the curriculum vitae of the applicant. See, this is very important. Your CV, description of proposed research activity, 1000 word, and honest statement of applicant about her dedication to the area of proposed research. These 3 documents are very important. I will show you where to upload, but these 3 set documents are important to review your application. See, your CV, it's very important. Then your proposed research activity, and last is an honest statement of applicant about her dedication to the area of proposed research. How much you are dedicated to complete and further take this particular topic in your future practice. So this is very important document. Based on they will evaluate your concept proposal. Result of only successful candidate will be notified on DHR-ICMR website. So they are going to notify only selected successful candidate. They are not going to say anything about why your proposal is not accepted. So you need to keep in mind your quality of your proposal is very important. Now see the funding process. Now they have raised 1 lakh one-time grant, which will be given in 2 installments. And this is very important. First installment is 25,000 and second installment is 75,000. First installment of 25,000 will be released to the parent institute or fellow. Actually, currently they are giving directly to the fellow after selection upon the submission of undertaking to the effect that funds received from the DHR will be used strictly for the purpose of which has been awarded. You are going to give one certificate to the DHR that this fund 25,000 I am going to use for the purpose of research. Okay, so first installment of 20,000, 5,000 will be released immediately on award of your later selection. But see, second and final installment of 75,000 will be released to the parent institute or fellow, usually fellow, subject to submission of soft copy of one original research publication in peer-reviewed JCR, Journal Citation Report Index journal from the thesis research work within 3 years from the date of award letter issue. So within 3 years, you have to finish, and not only finish, you have to publish. And publish in Journal Citation Report. That means Clavariate Index, Web of Science, Index, PubMed, Index, Journal. The journal list you have to identify from Journal Citation Report, and in that journal only you have to publish. You cannot publish in any journal. So keep in mind your article, article from the thesis should publish in JCR Index journal. Okay, and that is before completing 3 years of award later. failure of which fellow will not be entitled to avail the final installment. This is very important, not so you have to publish. Their final interest is to publication, quality research and publication. So quality of research is very important so that you can easily publish in good journal, citation report, index journal. Last but not least and very important, student must acknowledge DHR-ICMR as a funding agency in their publication. They should not forget to write name of DHR-ICMR in acknowledgement as a funding agency. They have supported your research work, so always give credit to ICMR DHR for funding your PG thesis. So these are the funding process. Now let's walk through the whole process, how to go. Okay, I will show you now the process of registration and what are the components of the registration. So when you click on .in, this screen will be open. Okay, and this screen, first time open, you need to go for the registration, DHR EPMS login registration. So you need to click on this and then register for DHR. When this window is open, Dr. Rathi, DHR,
It's not visible. It's not visible.
It's not visible. That's why I'm asking. Yes. Okay. I think now visible.
Yes. Yes, it's visible.
So when you click on this DHR EPMS login and just this page will open, then click on login page. If you are already registered, you need to put your login ID and password and this CAPTCHA. Once you enter the CAPTCHA, it will generate the OTP on email and you can open your own login ID page. But first time you need to register. Click on the register. You need to register with your full name, email ID, mobile number. Email and ID and mobile number once entered will not be able to change and you have to give the special request to change to their system. So please keep in mind this email and mobile number once registered will not be changed. You need to create a password and password should have this character and only this A to Z small capital 0 to 9 and only this special character only available to create a password. Confirm your password, enter the CAPTCHA, need to agree on terms and condition and register. As soon as you click on the registered, you will get one email on your mail box and this mailbox, you have to click that link and activate your registration. Once you activate the register, now you open again login page, login, password, CAPTCHA, enter CAPTCHA, and then generate the OTP. You will get the OTP on email ID, put OTP and register. So as soon as you register, you will get a page. Again, I am giving to you one new page, which is important for you people. What you can able to see in this particular page. Is it visible?
No, it's not visible.
Okay, again, I need to share the thing. Once you log in, you will get this page. That is the electronic project management system. You see, my name is there. I have opened my own login ID page, and just first time once you log in, you need to update your personal information, application profile, that is a personal detail and education detail. This is very important. Without this personal detail, you cannot go further. So you need to upload all personal details, including your photographs, your signature. They will ask all this detail in the personal. Educational detail, these are my personal detail I am just sharing. Then education detail, at least this two you require to put. Then you can able to go for your proposal submission. So see, this is a proposal submission. You need to click on the proposal submission, click particularly on the HRD, and this page will open. This page showing all application. You can see ICMR, UG, STS can also apply from here. MDS, DM, MCh, DNB, MDS, Thesis, and they have given the last date, 31st May. So you need to apply particular from this window and click on apply. It will open this page. See, it is written this reference ID will generated after submission of part A. This is a part A. And part A personal detail will be fetched from your whatever you have given here, applicant profile. So whatever information you have given, that will be fetched from here. And you need not to be put anything here. Your section will start from here. Above detail are fetched from the applicant profile details. If filled blank and or showing a wrong detail, kindly update particular detail in the applicant profile and then process further. Okay, now you need to select the name of the institute, your institute name. So if you are whatever institute name, you can add your institute name here, select all the institute are there, then degree, MD, MS, DM, MCh, DNB, DrNB, and MDS. Address of the institute, city, district, pin code, state, telephone number, alternate ID is required, alternate email ID is required, and alternate mobile number. This, once you submit, save and next, it will generate the reference ID. Okay, currently I am not eligible, so I am not able to do the things. So I will go directly on the page next. Next page. So what is the next step? The next step is a guide detail. See, this is very important. You have to give the complete guide detail. That is name of the guide, name of the department, designation, dean, head and professor, associate professor, assistant professor, other. So usually assistant professor and above are the guide. Other, if you have different, in your institute different name, you can put. Otherwise, it is actually only assistant professor and above are the guide. Mobile number of the guide, office number of the guide, office telephone number, resident is not compulsory. Email ID is very important. And then upload the undertaking. This is very important. You have a given already format for the undertaking. Okay, so this format of undertaking, this is the format. Undertaking form, MDMS, thesis support. You have to upload this, your name, your thesis title, under the guide name, and then all terms and condition. Read properly and carefully this terms and condition. They have written. See, the first author in this PubMed JCR Index journal. This is very important. Original research publication copy as a first author in PubMed JCR Index journal from the thesis research work to DHR is a required document to submit. You have to send this link or you can have to submit the paper. Duration 3 years. that everything, and this I understand that for the unbiased or blinded review, proposal does not include any of my personal information. This is very important. Proposal should not have any information. If you any information in name of yours or guide or institute in the proposal will be automatically reject immediately. That will not go for the any review. Okay. Then your full name, fellow signature, guide name with designation, then head of the institute. This document you need to upload here. Okay, so this in the guide section, you need to upload this part. Then proposal details. See, in proposal details, you need to put a title. Now, type of the study. See, in this communicable, non-communicable, basic medical science, reproductive child health, nutrition, any other. They have given actually unusual title, study type. It's an area actually, not a study type. So you need to select based on your area, one of the study type and area. In this area, departments are there. See, all the department names are there. Accident injury, allied science, anatomy, forensic medicine, anesthesia, bioinformatics, biostatistics, child health, critical intensive care, cardiology, all the department, endocrine, MCH level, all department list are there. So you can select any of them. Then name.
Geriatrics selection. Geriatrics.
I think we will so name and department you need to add here, and then upload the thesis proposal. This thesis proposal is already given, and this is the format. Dr. Rathi will discuss more on this format type. So I am not going into detail about the format. So that will be discussed later on. This part, once okay, you can save and next. But here I will go to directly next. Here in the last part, see required document to be uploaded. Here you need to first upload your 10th mark sheet. This is the first file, your 10th education mark sheet. Then ethics committee approval or animal ethics committee approval. See, this approval, if you don't have, you can upload the undertaking. You can upload the undertaking. See, they have written that undertaking because you have just developed your synopsis. Synopsis is under discussion at the ethics committee. So you can make one undertaking to whom it may concern. This is to certify that the project title, inverted comma, will be conducted under as a PI your name, under the guidance of your guide names. Okay. And this proposal synopsis is submitted for the ethics committee approval and it is in the process. Once I get, I will immediately upload or send to the ICMR-DHR for the thesis grant process. Signature of the fellow and guide. Make this signature document, scan it and upload here. So this you can do if you don't have an ethics committee approval. If you have an ethics committee approval, directly upload. Then MBBS, BDS degree. You have to upload your degree. MD, MS, MCH admission or joining letter issued by the college. Then your CV. This is very important. Your CV is very important document. And next is honest statement by applicant. Why you selected this topic and what importance of this topic for you. How you are going to take this further in the future in your life. See, this is written, future career, commitment, specialty, career goals, reason for the selecting the given specialty for the PG degree. That should be your honest statement, and self-signature copy you need to upload here. Recent passport size photograph and any other document. So any other document is not compulsory, but these all documents say this is a red star, red star, red star, red star. So these all documents are very important. Without that, your next save and next will not. This is the last. Once you submit this, it will be applied. They will ask whether you would like to submit or not. And this way you can finish this whole process. So this is something about your whole process or applying online your ICMR thesis. So I'm just reminding from where you should go. It is from the HRD, and then you can start the process. I hope I made the process clear. Okay. If you have any question, please write in the chat box. I will come to the again to the our PPT section. So we have walked through, particularly you can say our scheme. Now next session will be taken by Dr. Rathi. I request Dr. Rathi, before that, I will take a 1 minute about telling about this blog. We have created one blog for your just a moment. If you are clicking on this particular blog that is in my name, drneerajpandit.blogspot.com, you will get a one interesting part. You will get this page, and this page having a useful software for the medical student and fraternity. You can click on this software component. You will get this page. Here on the top, ICMR STS rated information, but bottom, you can say ICMR PG synopsis. In this PG synopsis of area, we have created one research proposal format. You can click on this. And you can see this page will open. And this page has all component as per requirement of the ICMR PG synopsis. Dr. Rathi will take session through on this particular section. I request Dr. Rathi, I am stopping this sharing. You can share and start your session. Dr. Rathi.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Neeraj. Yeah, can I share my presentation? Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So once you click that blog link, it will take you to this format. research proposal format for PhD, for PG form. And in that form, this is the first, basically how it will appear. It will appear like this. Okay. First is reference ID, as Dr. Neeraj already mentioned about that regarding this reference ID, that once you complete the part A, it will generate a reference ID. So now you have a reference ID. Just put the number here and then put here title of your research, title of your dissertation, title of your thesis. Put here. Okay, title should be very specific, catchy, something different. Okay, but they have a word limit. I think 50 words are more, but maybe it's better you can write up to 25 words title. Okay, title of your thesis dissertation, followed by introduction. Again, introduction has a word limit. Okay, that is around 300 words. Okay, and introduction and objective I will discuss in next slide. What should be the part of the introduction? Okay, introduction will start first, background information. Let's say your topic is on diabetes. So now write down about brief about diabetes. Let's say your topic about the tuberculosis. Write down about tuberculosis, brief about tuberculosis. And what is available in the world? What is available in the India? What is available in your city? The knowledge of the particular topic. Background information. And then what is not available? That's what you are looking, that's what you are doing. Okay, that is what its gap. So that knowledge gap comes through your literature search, review of literature. So background information followed by gap analysis, okay, which will build up the gap analysis, build up towards rationale. Why you want to conduct this study? हम ये study क्यों कर रहे हैं? So there's a background information about particular topic, then followed by gap. That gap you have find that gap through literature review, and you want to address that gap through that gap that becomes the rationale. Why it is important? Okay, why this study is important for you? Why the topic is important? Why you have selected that topic? Okay, that rationale. After that rationale, there's objective. What you want to do? आप करना क्या चाहते हैं? What you want to do in your dissertation, in your thesis? Okay, that will be the objectives. And objective should be write down in a very smart way. Smart objective means it should be very specific objective, it should be measurable, it should be achievable, it should be relevant or reliable, and it should be time bound. Let's say your objective is saying that my topic would like to reduce the diabetes throughout India. Okay, that may not be achievable at your level. And you are saying diabetes, you are controlling the diabetes throughout India. That may not achievable at your. So be specific here. Okay, specific means your particular area, particular particular features like that. Okay, and measurable also. Okay, and there's a time bound also. Maybe your dissertation maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, based on your career. Okay, from 1 year to 3-year residency, you can choose the timeline. Okay, so your objective should be very smart. Okay, second point is in this. Now we are coming towards the material and method section. So we have covered now introduction part. Introduction having first thing is background information, which leads to some finding the gaps through literature, and then which leads to the rationale of the study followed by objective. So that we have covered in the introduction. The limit of the introduction should not be more than 300 words, although objective is separate. It's try to have not more than 3-4 objectives. Okay, objective should be less number. 3 are best, but you can go up to maximum 4. Okay, because you want to address these things in your research. Now, second part is method section. What will be the study design? As Dr. Neeraj already showed the study design area, but these are not actually study design. As he also mentioned, these are the priority areas. Okay, study design, you might have read in your MBBS, during your MBBS, that epidemiological study design. So here epidemiological study design is starting from the case report, case series, okay, and then cross-sectional, case control, cohort, and finally, you can say that experimental design and various design. Okay, we'll discuss briefly. Based on your objective design, you can mention about the study design and then study setting. I'm mentioning here about the study design. If your aim is to evaluate the treatment or intervention, then clinical trial is the best design, is the ideal design for your objective. And if your objective is for looking for the prognosis of the disease, then cohort is the best design. Cohort study design is the best design. If you want to know the cause of the disease or risk factor of the disease, then case control is the ideal design. And if you want to look for the prevalence of the disease, then cross-section is the best design. And there are other designs also. Okay, but here just for your information, just I mentioned this. Now let's say your topic and the priority areas, your topic is diabetes. Okay, so diabetes, select the non-communicable disease in that area. And then mention about how you will achieve the objectives. You are saying that you will use any of the type of the design. Maybe case control, maybe cross-section, you can mention about that this design is ideal to achieve my objectives. Okay, second is in this here, study setting. Where you want to conduct this study. It may be rural area, it may be urban area, it may be city, it may be village, it may be any state. You want to conduct this study throughout the Gujarat, or throughout the Punjab, or throughout the Haryana. Okay, so just mention brief about the area, village, whatever you are saying. Let's say you want to conduct this study in Vadodara, Gujarat. So mention briefly about Vadodara. And in Vadodara, where it's a public study, means community-based study, or it's a hospital-based study. So if it's a hospital-based study, then mention about whether it's a private hospital, public hospital, it's a teaching hospital, or secondary district hospital. Whatever you have to mention everything briefly. Maybe you can write one paragraph on the study setting.
I think electricity failure. You may get some error. We will try to be is it audible? I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because on the Dr. Rathi's side, electricity failure is occurred. So wait for.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about the study setting. Just mention about the one paragraph on that half page on that study setting. Okay. Okay. Now, after that study design, study setting, okay, and you know, who are the study participants? Let's say if you want to conduct this study among children, so mention here about the children. In children, which age group? Let's say infant, so up to 1 year age. Let's say school-going children, okay? Okay, let's say if you want to mention about the older population, elderly population, so 65 years and above age. Let's say the study is basically especially on female age. So mention about the female and reproductive age group or maybe any group. So be specific who are your study participants. Okay, male, female. If your aim is to look for the prevalence of diabetes in both sexes, then write, okay, population having age group from 18 and above of either sex, means both gender are included in that. So write down in this way, who are your study participant in just one line, okay? Then duration of the study, I already mentioned that your timeline is 3 years time period, but in time 3 years, your residency period, you mentioned about the data collection period, study period, maybe 2 years, maybe 1.5 years, whatever. You are the best judge for you, for your study. Okay. After that, criteria of the participants, selection criteria, inclusion criteria and exclusion criteria. Who are going to be your study participant and how you are going to select based on certain criteria. Okay. Let's say children, school going age. So write here about school going age from this age to this age, 5 years to above or whatever. Let's say that study participants are adolescent, then mention about the adolescent age 10 to 19 years only, and rest are excluded. So in this way, you mention about the inclusion and exclusion criteria. After that, sample size and sampling technique. Okay. Sampling technique, the first one is sample size. We calculate sample size through certain formulas. Again, these formulas based on the study design. Cross-section has a cross-section design has some formula. Case control has a different formula. What is your aim? Based on this, you take the help of a statistician or maybe your colleague, your friend, or your senior teacher, and justify your sample size. Okay, let's say you want to select 100 sample. 100. So on what basis you are saying 100? It's a 400 sample. On what basis you are saying? So scientific way of calculation of the sample size, just mentioned in your study design. After that, sampling, type of sampling. Okay, how you are going to select these? Let's say your sample size is 400 in the particular city, in Vadodara city 400. So how you are going to select 400? Okay, there are two types of methods here, non-probability and probability sampling. Non-probability sampling is not good or robust enough, which we can't generalize. So it's better to use the probability sampling. Again, in non-probability, there are 3-4 types of sampling methods: convenience sampling, judgmental sampling, quota sampling, networking or snowball sampling. In probability, simple random sampling, systematic random sampling methods, stratified random, and cluster random sampling. So these are 3-4 types of probability sampling. And look for your objective. Okay, look for your basically availability of this type of sample. How you can select. Let's say you want to select the patients from the hospital, then look for the enrollment list of the patients, case basically list of the patients, then select randomly, sample random sampling. So depending upon, your objective, again, you can select it, you can include your type of sampling. Okay. Followed by sampling, there's a methods of data collection. How you're going to collect the data. Okay, sometimes it's a primary data or it's a secondary data. So primary data can be asked directly through survey, through interviews, through observations. Okay, you are taking interviews of the patients, you are taking interviews of the participants in a survey manner. If you are going to the community, then it's known as survey. Okay, you are doing the survey of the population. So this is known as primary data. Now, who will collect the data? Yourself, or you are going to hire some data collectors. Okay, write briefly on that. Secondary data is those data that is basically already available, maybe in the public domain, maybe in the hospital. Let's say in your hospital, some records, patient records are already there. So you have to just visit the MRD section, medical record department, MRD department, and seek the approval, permission, and then analyze the records of the patients, and then write down your thesis. Or sometimes you may download from the government websites also, which is in public domain. Okay. So depending upon basically your type of data, you can write the primary data, secondary data, you write briefly on that. Okay. Then data collection is over, then ethical issues. As Dr. Neeraj already mentioned about the ethical issues, means take the ethical clearance first. Okay, if participants, if any male or any animals are involved, any basically human beings or animals are involved, then it's mandatory to have a ethical clearance. Okay. So if your study is based on animals, then seek the animal ethical committee, or if your participants are human beings, then take the approval from human ethics committee. It's mandatory. Okay, but sometimes if you don't have, as there's some question I've seen, there's no, then take the NOC that you have applied for this and waiting for the approval. Okay, like that. Take the NOC from the participant, from the concerned higher authorities. After that, implications. Implications means simply what you are studying, basically creating a image or creating a basically, something you are doing something good for the community. So what this leads, your study leads to what? Okay, benefit to the society. What type of benefit to the society? Benefit to the hospital, benefit to the community, how it would be basically benefited for your population, okay, study population. And overall, how you can generalize this study to other participants. Okay, so in this way, you can write the implication. I will show you one or two sentences how to write, then references. Okay, we'll discuss on that. This is how you write the implication of the study. That your study is going to help in effective resource allocation. Let's say, in particular, if you are analyzing the data of any city, okay, overall data of any city, morbidity pattern or mortality pattern of any city, and you are saying your assumption is different, that diabetes is the major killer in your area, but in fact diabetes not. Let's say diabetes not, other diseases are major killer in your cities. Okay, or other diseases have more impact. Okay, so initially your funds are diverting, basically going towards diabetes. Now, based on your analysis, you can reallocate the funds toward other diseases. Okay, so in this way, you write the implication of the study. And you can also provide data to identify the gaps and need and across the country. Okay, and how maybe another sentence is design and execute appropriate intervention or programs to reduce particular morbidity. So in this way, you write your implication of the study, followed by the references. How you will write the references? Generally, ICMR, this follows the Vancouver style, and this is how you write the Vancouver style. First is, in red color, you can see in the slide that these are the names, author names in that. Okay, this is the reference you have cited in your introduction section, and this is how you write here in the reference section in the last. First is name of the authors. Let's say if there are 6 names, then write all 6 names. Let's say if there are 10 names of the author, then write only 6, and after that write at all, et.al. full stop. Okay, at all. If there are 5 names, then write all 5 names. Surname is first, followed by initial of the first name, and then second name. If there's no second name, there's only first name. Okay, in this way, you write the correct sequence of the author's name, followed by title of the paper, then followed by the name of the journal, okay, in which journal it is published, and then in particular year it is published, okay, followed by the volume and issue number. Volume means year-wise volume are there mostly followed, okay, and issue means month-wise or quarter-wise, whatever. Here, volume is 6 and issue is 10. That means this journal having 6 years history, and this is 10th means month of October. So it is published in 2006. So there are previously 5 more issues will be there. So journal in practice is from 97 or 96. Okay, first is 96 or 97. And 10th is month, and after that you can write the page numbers where it is published. So this is how you publish the journal. Write the references. Okay, and then as Dr. Neeraj already mentioned about the part B, this completes the part C. After that, it leads to part C. Part C having 6-7 attachment. Okay. First one is 10th mark sheet, which is mandatory. All asterisk mark or star mark are mandatory attachment. So that means there are 7 attachments are mandatory. First one is 10th mark sheet, followed by ethical committee approval. If there's no approval, then take the consent letter, whatever, from the NOC, from the higher authorities. After that, there's an MBBS or BDS degree certificate, PG admission letter, okay, your biodata, your CV, and then statement that how basically your research is going to create some impact on that commitment letter, okay, and after that there's a photo, passport size photograph. Then just click the submit button. Once everything is uploaded, submit the click button. Okay. So this is brief from my side.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Rathi. So with this, this is the final slide. Dr. Rathi already kept the same slide. Poor surgeon hurt one person, poor teacher hurts 130. We can say 250 now, but poor researcher hurts millions. So we need to create some quality researcher. I hope you will make your quality thesis. If any support, help required, any question, query, you can email. This is my mail ID. And Sumandip Vidyapit student, we have accessible to in the Department of Community Medicine, myself, and Dr. Rathi in the Department of Research. You can contact them and take a help of. There are few guides are also there. Any help required, our friends can contact us. Any specific question, you can write in the chat box. We will wait for the 2 minutes. Otherwise, we will close the session. YouTube link is available. I already said that YouTube link in your chat box. Yes, your mobile number, but system has added 0 before. Now it's not accepting from form. You can mail this particular thing to there is a mail ID given, EPMS. They will help you to change your mobile number. Implications means what are the expected outcome of your study. That is basically an implication. So you can add your implication, how this study is going to helpful to community, policy, hospital, or patient, yourself. This is the implication. Can we write the name of the college in setting? No. You can write a tertiary medical college of Gujarat, not beyond that. Don't put your name of the college like Dheeraj Hospital, SPKS Medical College, MS University, or BJ Medical College. If you write, your proposal will not go for the expert review. Could you please resend your YouTube link? Okay, I will put this YouTube link again here. There is no ethics approval at the time of the applying. I said that you need to put a declaration that we will synopsis in the process of the ethical approval. And sign by yourself and your guide. That will be suffice. As soon as you will get the approval, you can mail to the EPMS. You have mailed but no reply. Okay. There is one landline number is also there. If you are not going to get any answer, please email me. I will get you information regarding same and how to contact them. That I will give a personal mail ID of EPMS people, so you can communicate to them. Any other question? They are actually EPMS people are very friendly. They are very easy accessible. My experience working with the ICMR and DHR in last 10 years, they are very positive and they are immediately responding to the query. Sometimes they may be a little bit busy because in your case, this is started from the 1st of May, maybe a little bit busy, but you can try again. Still not, let me know. I will try to contact them and solve your query. Any other question? Disclaimer, myself or Dr. Rathi don't have any connection with the ICMR. Please keep in mind, we don't have anything with the ICMR. We are not even reviewer of this proposal. So please consider we are just people who are generating awareness in the community, student community. Okay. With this, thank you. I think Dr. Suresh, we will close.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you. All the best. Any question, query, you can email. Okay. We are just closing the session.